Hi team. So they updated our system, which makes it completely different now. So I want to quickly go over this. Too bad they hadn't done this before our training on Saturday, but you'll see when you log in, it's going to say new Performance IQ. You're going to click on that. It's going to come up, the screen's going to look completely different. So you can actually now, it should still say 45-minute class with your name or 35-minute class with your name. You can click show display even before your class starts. Okay, so here is the screen. It looks different now, as you can tell. You'll see a button down below for start class. So actually, sorry if it's not showing up well, but it's right down here. That button here says start class. So the screen now is going to look like this. So people could come in here and start pedaling, and it'll start generating some numbers when they start pedaling and everything. The bikes are actually going to look just a little bit different now. Up here, the coloring looks different. So I'm just going to go into this really quick. Let me just start a bike just so you could kind of see. Okay, so here we go. So you can see the colors are a little bit different. It doesn't say power anymore. It says watts, which is in pink, and then energy is going to be in yellow. Everything else is the same. It just changed watts, the wording into watts from power. And now the guys will be blue, the females will be yellow. Here's your options. It's all the same. So rider, it's all the same. Power, that's where the ranking comes into play. Speed, same as it was before. That's miles per hour and mileage. Heart rate's up here. We don't use that. They now have weight. So your energy per pound, your watts per pound now. You still have those team modes. They're going to look a little bit different. That's the Palo. That's where you're doing team modes by mileage. And here's your team mode by power. I feel like I'm getting really blurry. I'm really sorry. So if you look here, now you've got options, instructor's choice. So that's basically, I've already set the teams. There's orange, blue, and yellow. And then it will move the same. You also have the option to do odd bikes versus even bikes now. So odds versus evens. And now you also have the ability to do males versus females. Here's the interval buttons. It's still the same. Play, pause, and stop. So that's all the same. To start class, of course, you have to start class down here. So once you start, what's going to be really cool, let me go back into this. Once you start your class, so whatever everybody's been already doing before class starts, as soon as you select start class, which I'm doing right now, now it's going to zero, it's supposed to, they said, zero everybody out. There it goes. So zeros everybody out, the clock starts, and class is going. PTP is going to look just a little bit different now. So it's only showing one bike, but this is what it looks like. It's not going to show the gauges until the PTP test is over. It's going to show the person's watts. It's going to show RPM. Here it is. You push that PTP here, green. That's going to start your PTP. So you run that PTP clock out. At the end of it, it's going to flash their PTP number. And then it will change to the gauges. And now the cool thing is, now you can run those intervals right there in PTP mode. You're just not going to want to hit this one again. So you can be in PTP mode with those gauges and use that interval now instead of having to switch over to power and then switch back when you're starting and stopping an interval. This will still show total energy. The one thing that's going to be missing, there's no group mode now, so you can't click on that. This you can't click on to bring up that group page. They're still working on that. The other cool thing, down at the bottom, it's going to display color zones. So when you're in that PTP, it's going to show you your training zones, blue, is zone 1, green zone 2, yellow 3, orange 4, red 5. So now you could even say, you know, get into that training zone, 5's the hardest, then 3, you know, and so forth. So you can go through that. So those are the changes. If you have any questions, let me know. So it's just going to look a little different. For the most part, all the features are still the same. It's just going to look different. If you have any questions, call me or let me know. All right, you guys, thanks. Bye.